Hi everyone, I'm Drake DeMay of Life Sculpting Solutions. What we're going to talk today about a lost art. We're going to talk about the lost art of actually being able to have a relationship, break up with your lover or girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever the case may be, and still have a relationship with your ex-lover, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever that may be. So if you'll wait just a moment, we'll get started in just a second. Thank you. Thank you for coming back. Again, I'm Drake DeMay of Life Sculpting Solutions. Uh, One of the problems that most people have in the adult world is breaking up or ending a relationship and then yet still being friends with them. These are some simple tips that you can use to actually still have a relationship or friendship with a lover, whatever the case may be, and still be able to have a relationship with them. So the first thing is first. The first thing is to do it for the right reasons. If you're actually trying to stay in touch with a lover for any other reason than other than a friendship, then you've already failed. You do not try to continue a relationship. And yeah, later on it may come about, but if you're actually contacting the person in hopes of changing and getting back with this person, then you definitely are staying in the wrong relationship for the wrong relationships. And your morals for trying to stay in touch with a lover for any other reason other than a relationship after it ended is improper and it's not for you. So if you're trying to stay in touch with a lover for the wrong reasons, this is this is probably where you need to change your course of action. Then you're lying to yourself, you're lying to your ex-lover, and you're building a relationship already on false pretenses. You can't do this. Anyway, now for the other continuation of this, now, the next thing is this. If you're going to be seeing a person it, as a friend, or you're going to have a friendship after the relationship is over, you this is going back in time. You have to have a great relationship to start off with. You have to have an honest relationship. You have to have communications. You need to understand and respect the other person's needs, and they need to respect yours as well. Any other application of trying to put this together, if you don't have an application of having a great relationship to start off with, you're already off on the wrong foot, and this is something that is not for you. But this is a good start if you had a communications. I've been very blessed. I've in my life I've only had two relationships that I did not have that communication, or in the relationship it wasn't good or healthy enough so that we could actually go back and actually try to salvage a friendship out of it. And I'm 50 years old, and I was been a bachelor most of my adult life. There was 11 years I was married, and I still have a great relationship with my ex-wife. So, and and then that kind of goes into this as well. The next step would be also the relationship they are in now, because chances are, if you're single and they're single, that's a rarity. Especially, there needs to be a time span inside the relationship where y'all are separated, because even if you're going to have a friendship, you cannot do it immediately after the relationship is done. I mean, you can be great, have a great relationship, but you can't see each other every day. You might not be able to see each other but every year to start off with, until it cools down the emotions. And they're probably in that time going to have another relationship, and you're probably going to have another relationship that may be problematic on something of this magnitude. So it needs problem like the relationship with my ex-wife. I love my ex-wife. I always love my ex-wife, but she is married to another man that she left me for. So I could see where he would have a lot of problems of resentment, thinking, "Well, I don't want you to have a relationship with your ex-husband, considering you left him for me." And that's kind of on their terms and terminology. That's probably another reason why we're not probably close. That is completely okay. I told her I would love her forever, and if I ever did love her, I will always love her. Now it doesn't mean I will accept everything that's going on in her life, and we would be great or close, and we're not close, but we're good friends and we're honest friends. I can call upon her and ask her things and whatnot. If her husband doesn't care about it, and that's where you're going to have more continuations of problems that could go wrong and be problematic in this. Now, that's up to her, I mean, in the relationship. So, as a view, if you're seeing someone and it's an ex, a lot of the exes are very jealous and insecure. We have to pity them. But at the same time, make sure your intentions are understood, and I would address it and move forward in that manner. But your intentions have to be pure. Everything has to work within its own time, and you need to work and function with that in a mature manner. And you have to turn off your emotions. This is their life is no longer about you. If you have any problems with that whatsoever, having a friendship after a relationship is not for you. Something else that needs to be adjusted and probably looked at is make sure before you even get involved, first you can't know another person as well as you know yourself. You have to know and understand that relationship is over. It is not going to continue, and it has completely evolved into something else. If you have any trouble with that whatsoever, having any form of contact with this person is not for you. The relationship is ended. Get over it. That is going on. You have emotional issues, then you do not stay friends with the person. I'm not saying be hateful. You do not contact this person. That's the way. And if you're not emotionally over it, they have no business contacting you. And it's your responsibility to let that person know, hey, I'm not emotionally over this. You have no business contacting me until I am. It has nothing to do with you. It's me. It's an emotional thing. You need to make sure that they understand that it'll probably wear off in time or whatnot, unless you don't want to contact them. And that's well as that is understanding as well. You just need to make sure you have to be honest with yourself. You can't lie and expect things to change as it evolves. You have to be honest. If you're not ready, you're not ready. Furthermore, this goes on to the other person, the other lover. If that person is not emotionally done, let's say you break up with them, they're not emotionally over it, and they're using this as a pretense to try to get back with you or to be involved with your life in a way that is not friendship or a relationship, but a romantic relationship. If there seems to be a problem, you need to step back and acknowledge you're not ready for this. And you tell them they are not ready for this and that you don't know if they will be. And you take that break and you let it happen. Let them have a couple of relationships or something. It's great to stay in touch with your ex-lovers and your girlfriends. And that's one reason it's a lost art, because most people are not mature enough to say, listen, you're not mine. Most people cannot do that. If you're mature enough to have it and you're able to handle the situation, that's great. I'm luckily, I'm not saying I'm mature enough to make that happen, but I've been blessed enough to know that God's going to take care of me no matter what. So if I'm kind of aware, if it's not going to work, it's not going to work. And something else that everybody should be aware of. If you take a glass of milk and it goes sour and you put it back in the ice box and you come back 2 months later, it's not going to be better. It's going to be worse. The only difference is it's nice and cold. That's it. So if you're not over the relationship, you have to get over the relationship. Love yourself, understand yourself, and don't put yourself in situations you should not be in. Many people cannot do this. Many people don't have the relationship where they have the compassion, the communication, and the honesty. That's why it's a lost art. Anyway, I want to thank you for your time. I hope I helped somebody in some way. And I will be here next Saturday, 10 a.m. And I hope you're blessed. And if you are blessed, share your blessings with people that do not have these blessings. Other than that, God bless you, and I'll see you next Saturday.